TikTok TikTok's all about this. Facebook is like, buy my stuff, get in my funnel. TikTok's like, help us grow an audience. So a lot of people will try to run the same ads they have on Facebook over on TikTok. They'll try to take the same strategy over to TikTok, except as we're going to talk about here, it's a completely different platform. It's completely different for what the way that people want to consume content. So the big thing on TikTok is micro influencers. TikTok wants to promote you if you are a micro influencer. If you are somebody who has a following of a couple thousand people, or you're working toward a couple thousand people, I'm going to give you very specific content that you can create that will help you with the algorithm just really hit it. I'm not going to say that you're going to go quote unquote viral, but you're going to meet the people that you want to meet inside of your business. The other thing that TikTok's really big on is community. Meaning, if you're just posting content and you only post content once a week and you never come back, okay. But if you post content once a day and then you go and you comment on other people's content, like, oh, hey, this is really great. I really appreciate when you said this. Or when someone comments on your content, on TikTok, you can go and make a little video that's a video comment to say, wow, Paul, thank you so much for leaving that comment. That's really interesting. That engagement, that community engagement is crushing it on TikTok. Not just like on Facebook years ago, you post a video, see what happens, come back, maybe you have a couple spam comments. No, the following back and forth of you engaging with other people and people engaging with your content is huge. It's literally kind of like building backlinks on other people's good content. So TikTok Australia's general manager said this: the app is less about social connection, and it's actually more about broadcasting, creativity, and expression. So this is not about friends and family. This is about having your own broadcast channel. You can be super creative. There's lots of TikTok channels out there I was looking at when I was creating a bunch of AI art. It's just dedicated on AI art. People with 5, 10 million followers with videos that have no voice, have music that's completely made up by AI and AI images, but it shows some creativity that some people are really interested in. So think of TikTok more as the modern incarnation of a media publisher, like a newspaper or a TV network, versus like a social forum like Facebook or Twitter. So it's giving you your own TV channel. So it may sound like it's an insignificant distinction, but this is huge. TikTok emphasizes on an interest graph. What are people interested in? Not who are they connected with, a social graph. It took everybody by surprise because Facebook had been working on an algorithm for a long time of how do we connect people more together. And TikTok's basically saying, well, I don't care about connecting people together. I mean, that's important, but let's find out who has the best content that we can put in front of people. So on Facebook and Twitter, who you follow decides largely who sees your content. TikTok, however, doesn't, as I mentioned, require anyone to have a following anymore. And what's interesting is, yes, having a following is nice and it's beneficial, but not required. Again, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, they're all adapting to what you see right here. Produce more content, better content, more people will come. Now, the algorithm for TikTok very quickly learns from users on how they interact from the content that they serve in the app, the For You feed, to decide what they should deliver next. I'm not joking. It's like 30 or 45 seconds for TikTok to learn what you're actually interested in. And if you start to search different things in TikTok, like it's kind of game over if you're posting the right content in there. So I want you to think of TikTok, if you're not really familiar with it, besides, supposedly a Chinese spy app or whatever being illegal in Wyoming. It's like Spotify. The more that you engage, the more that it learns about you, the more that it can suggest things that you might want to see. Just like what we see on Netflix, but on steroids in a whole different way. This is what makes it a little bit creepy too. And this is why there's so many government watchdogs all over this. And the reason is one of the things, as I mentioned, is please, please, please watch that video on AI that I put inside of the group, because those are the people that originally talked about social, Nick's not social distortion, it's a social dilemma. Social dilemma was all about when Trump ran for office, direct response wasn't really used before. Well, when Trump ran for office, what ended up happening was he did a lot of direct response marketing because an AI helped match up, hey, if people have this type of personality, it only takes 87,000 people to sway their opinion to change the entire presidential election. So if at the time Donald Trump and the Cambridge Analytica thing had that big fallout, at the time it was because Facebook already had the data The Trump organization exploited the data, but they used AI to massage the data to say, go target these people. Now what's scary is TikTok kind of does that on its own. So there's good or bad, meaning if China supposedly wanted to, they could say, show more videos of people who don't like President Biden. That could sway an election. Or, for example, in China, they show in TikTok to kids motivating math, science, motivational statements, body positive images. But the algorithm here is they find a lot of like kids looking up who want to be skinny, who identify and fall into like anorexia, stuff like that. So the algorithm is trying to figure out in your brain what you want to see. It's almost kind of like when you log into Facebook, you're like, I was just thinking about this and this appeared. That's how TikTok works. The algorithm's so good inside of TikTok. That's why the government's freaking out right now, is because it doesn't take much to slowly change the public opinion or emotional opinion of a certain public policy. This is all talked about in The Social Dilemma. The same directors of Social Dilemma did the AI Dilemma video that I posted inside of the group. So our ad products, this is direct from TikTok, directly from inside of TikTok. Our ad products are designed to enhance the experience of the TikTok community, to inspire creativity and bring joy. Inspire creativity and bring joy. Inspire creativity and bring joy. They're literally telling you, if you make these videos, this is what TikTok is made for. We've learned that people spend more time viewing ads on TikTok compared to other ad platforms. Okay, they're building a relationship, but if it's just straight direct response, it doesn't work on TikTok. What works is posting regular organic content on a regular basis, finding out which works, and then really running that as ads. It just takes longer on the platform because it's kind of like being introduced to a new click. 73% of TikTok viewers say that they feel a deeper connection to the brands that they interact with on TikTok. Brands are remembered 40% more on TikTok than on any other platform. I'm going to show you why here in a second. 71% of TikTok community says that it's creator authenticity. That's what motivates them to buy from a brand. Micro influencers showing up again. If you're doing good content on a regular basis, people are buying from that. 46% of users engage with content on TikTok without distractions or multi-screening. That should be a huge aha for you, in my opinion. Because on Facebook, you can always see the post that's coming up next. What you're going to see when you're on Instagram, you're going to see some other posts that come up pretty quick. You're going to see some other reels that are coming up. On TikTok, YouTube's starting to master this too. When you're watching a TikTok, you get 100% of the real estate of the screen. 100% real estate. So if you have an engaging video in the first 3 seconds that will show you how to create, you get to keep that attention the entire time. They're not going to have the ADD where they see an ad, they see something else that's coming up, they see something else that is, remember, they're not going to move from your TikTok unless they don't find it interesting. So if you got that hook for 3 seconds, it's going to be huge. This is a great space to be in. So against the backdrop of increasing cost of living and associated challenges, what's next reports indicates people will be seeking new ways to achieve success. I underlined it for you, happiness and well-being. If you create videos around those 3 highlights right there, TikTok wants to promote your videos even more. If it's scary conspiracy, they promote it even less. I mean, there are some pockets for micro communities that really takes up on. But if you want to be posting on a regular basis, those are literally the 3 things that TikTok is leaning into in 2023. That's what they want to see from their content. And that's probably pretty good content on any of the other social networks as well too. Okay, here's the main 3 things of TikTok to round this out. 3 forces. Actionable entertainment, advertising messaging that is delivered like an ad but enjoyed like entertainment. If you want to run ads on TikTok, use this. If you want to create really good, engaging, organic posts that get seen by a huge cold audience, this right here. That's what the Katana Swords were all about. Just interesting videos. And by the way, if you want one, here's where you find it. If you want one, go check out my profile. If you want one, you know where to find us. Actionable entertainment. Again, I just remember the one video from one person on here of how to open a can without a can opener. Huge viral video. You can do the same thing over on TikTok. Making space for joy. There's a lot of people on here that are doing the same thing. This includes people sharing the life, well-being life hacks and everyday strategies that empower them to make space for themselves, whatever they need. Make space for joy, or making space for joy. How can someone improve their well-being? And TikTok has said this, especially because the economy is taking a turn. How do we give people like uplifting, here's how I save money by making my own baby formula. Or here's the easy 3-step process that I like to make my own bread or my own gluten-free bread. Like those videos are doing great. Community built ideals, a collection of tiny clubs where people can find new ideas and exploring their passions and live their lives. This is exactly what we're doing inside the group. And we plan on doing this as the group grows as well too. Hey, let's get a community of people who are all working on these kind of tools. We're going to come up with a bunch of different ideas inside of the community that we can all benefit from. TikTok, like I mentioned before, go live. Great strategy. You'd be surprised. I have a friend in the health niche who basically helps people overcome their medications by eating certain foods. And he got his Facebook account banned. He's not really active on YouTube. His TikTok account got banned. So the only thing he can do is live TikToks. He does 2 live TikToks once a week. Every single week, he's getting 3 to 5 leads to close in his higher end mastermind. It's his only lead source. Now, he would like to work on some other lead sources, but all he has to do is go live on a regular basis to hit his financial goals. And then community, like I mentioned before, community, and micro influencers. So you're kind of hearing me say the same thing through all the social platforms. So be positive. You can be a micro influencer. Doesn't mean you have to be a Kim Kardashian. Build a community. Give some good feedback, good instructions as people are going.